You call yourself a sniper specialist? Psst. Hey wait, this dude with the Nazi-looking mask is calling himself a sniper specialist.
Ha! If he is a sniper specialist, he'd be able to snipe me at my location from where he's standing. Here, I'll even give you my coordinates. What, he thinks his bullet can somehow travel that far without the law of physics working against him? Please, we're not in a wanted movie. What a load of
Wow, your jacket looks amazing. Where'd you get it from? I should run, shouldn't I?
Hello and welcome back again to the KenOhwee Channel for part 2 of this series. If you missed out part 1, which is the unboxing experience of the World War robot NOM Master Lupin, the Sniper Assassin Specialist, 1/6 scale figure. Wow, that was a mouthful. Anyway, if you haven't checked out that video, link is in the description down below. Watch that video, then come back to this one for the detailed review of this figure. So, a brief introduction. This character is created and designed by Ashley Wood, an Australian comic book artist and illustrator. Hey, from Aussie. And apparently it's based on a book or graphic novel called World War Robot, and he's teamed up with Underverse to turn this character into figure form. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of information about this character or the World War Robot, so as much as I would love to share the backstory of this character, I can't. But if any of you know about this character, please share it with me in the comment section down below. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this figure. Look at that jacket or coat. I mean, it looks a lot more expensive than any of the coats I own in my closet. Look at that fur. Ooh, so soft. This figure's got more fashion game than most of us. Let's admit that. Come on, stop being in denial. This jacket is all puffy and looks warm, and you can zip it up as well because I'm telling you, this is a real jacket. I need this jacket for winter. I mean, there's even pockets. We need this jacket on a 1:1 scale, extra large, please and thank you, Underverse. You've got the 46 hands stitching on his left arm because he's a member of the 46 hands, which again, I have no idea what that even represents, but you gotta be a proud member to have that stitched on your jacket. I mean, he's so proud he even has it on his shirt, which again, another beautifully printed logo and immaculate stitching on the shirt. Look at those skinny jeans, the natural fold and creases, the texture, the belt and buckle. It's probably fall leather, but hey, looks the part. And those dirty shoes with those impractically long shoelaces, which, let's be real here, would definitely be a hindrance if he's trying to kill an enemy. So let's just tie this up for him, and there. All ready to snipe the enemy. Lastly, his helmet. He's got that chemical warfare helmet design going on, all in white with a little bit of rust on it. Look at all that detail. In fact, there's a bit of dirt applied throughout this figure, and that's a good thing because the materials on him is going to wear out over time. That's just a sad truth of having these kind of materials on a figure, especially the fall leather. But as these materials wear out, it'll actually benefit the overall look of this figure. So it's almost future-proof in a way. All in all, I don't normally own a lot of 1/6 scale figures, but I'm feeling like I'm missing out because there's just so many details you can put on a figure this scale, and once it's done right, as exhibited on this figure here, it's simply gorgeous, depending on whether or not you like this kind of warfare look in the first place. Moving on to his articulation, I shall remove his jacket. Yes, it is removable if you haven't already noticed by now, but as with all figures, you have to remove his hand first so the sleeves don't get caught. So his head and neck is on the ball joint so he can look up that far, look down that much, side to side pivots, head twisting, all the head movements, check. His upper body has soft plastic materials to allow more range, which is great. So he has a little bit of a butterfly joint on his arm. He can technically do the 360, but of course hindered by his shirt, which is understandable. He can move his hands outwards that much. The beautiful bicep swivel is present, bicep flex, wrist can twist and move up and down, no problem. He's got an upper ab cut which is quite high and a lower ab cut at the hip, but even with all that, he can only arch back about that far. And he can crunch a little at the top and a little at the bottom, so he can do some crunching, but unfortunately it isn't much, which is a huge shame. He can pivot side to side, and most of the twisting seems to come from the upper ab cut, and the bottom looks like it's mostly for crunching and arching. It seems really tight, so I don't want to push it too hard. His legs can do the splits about that much. Push it too far and you might rip the jeans apart, you know, real world problems. He can kick up about that high, kick back about that far. He's got some kind of locking thigh swivel as it locks into place instead of being one smooth movement. He's got the knee bend, boot rotation, feet can move up and down, slight side to side pivots, which is impressive despite looking like this, but sadly no other feet movements apart from that. For accessories, this is where it may be lacking a little, so let's talk about the hands. It comes equipped with face punching hands, hands to hold the weapons, and hand shaking hands. Yep, that's it. For weapons, he comes with this sweet looking revolver where you can turn the barrel or cylinder. You can slot this gun in his pouch, which is located on the right thigh, and there's a slit so the scope can slide through. Nice. The turning barrel or cylinder does lock at certain points, so I wouldn't want to push it too much. He also comes with this beautiful, long, thick, white sniper rifle. Look at this thing, showing his love for 46 once again. Unfortunately, it's just all about looks because the cylinder doesn't turn, nor can you detach any accessories from this gun. It would have been nice to have those accessories just to make things a little more interesting, but still a nice looking sniper rifle. He also comes with a pair of gas canisters, you know, because it's wartime and canisters are important. So the figure does have holsters for these canisters, and if you want to slot them in, you'd have to remove this little piece here so you can smooth slide into the strap and peg those pieces back so it's locked securely into place. There's also a small surprise here where this package actually comes with a removable grenade. He also comes with his own base with this really thick, solid rod for a stand, which you screw into the base, and he has this little piece here where you can slot at the top of the rod and lock it in. Then it comes with these 4 hooks, which I guess you can peg into it to support the figure if you require them. And here is the NOM Master Lupin 1/6 scale figure standing next to tall figures I can find in my collection for scale comparison. So in summary, I didn't expect this, but I was simply blown away by this figure. It is unfortunate that the price of this figure is pretty heavy and the accessories that it comes with isn't plentiful, and it is not the most posable figure if you're comparing the levels of articulation from a 6-inch figure like the Figure Arts figure, but it still has sufficient articulation to pose him around, and the accessories provided are sufficient for the part. And what they lack slightly in certain areas, they made for in others. You can see a lot of the cost went into the materials used on this figure, and there is so much love and attention that went into the looks of this figure. However, at the end of the day, you'd have to decide for yourselves whether the price of this figure is justified. If you're all about the looks, Master Lupin's got them. However, if you want Figure Arts level articulation, you'd be a little disappointed. With that all said, thank you all very much for watching. I wouldn't have been able to have this opportunity without your constant support for me and this channel. Therefore, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I'd also like to thank Underverse again for giving me this opportunity to share this awesome figure with you. I hope all of you enjoyed the review. Till the next video, take care and have a great week.
Like to see more videos like this one? Well, say no more. Let me present to you the end screen. Click on video 1 or video 2 for more entertainment. These videos were carefully selected by highly trained professionals to suit your entertainment needs. Also, don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you don't, I shall haunt you in your sleep. So click it! I was just kidding, by the way. Okay, bye!